Hi guys and welcome to the fourth episode of Building in Public. In this episode we will be talking about our experience of using Replit and why we switched from it. And in the previous episodes we have talked about how this idea came into existence and our experience of deploying and how we accidentally pushed our credentials and some keys into GitHub and how we came back from it. So without doing any further ado, let's dive into this. First thing, when you work with Replit, in one word, if I have to really define it, it's a really good platform and you should definitely try it. Second, we started working with Replit back in sometime October, November last year, 2025. And that is when the very first version, the prompt, which came and became the first screen for the platform is what we got. So we gave the first prompt to Replit, gave it a brief of the idea, it made that landing page and it wrote the copy, it gave us a few other pages, and I was literally blown away as to what this is. It could understand the concept, the idea, the pages, the relevant copy, and it gave it to me. I was honestly shell-shocked. Moving on, as we were understanding the idea better and we started playing with it, firstly we went on the fully free version where we just tried it. And post trying, we understood that yes, we would be required to put in money because you can only build as much on a trial plan. So we went ahead and took the core plan for $25. That's where the most of the building happened. And here comes the interesting part. We would give in long prompts and Replit's agent was able to understand it. It would fully understand the business context, not just what you're telling, but how it would implicate the business, what it means for the business, how it would link multiple segments. For example, the pages, the user experience, the technical background, the algorithm it needs to create, the databases it needs to create. The architecture really understood everything. The architect really understood everything. And that said, the agents that the architect would deploy, they will also do the work. So if you work with Replit, you will notice this thing very commonly, that agents would do the work, they will call in the architect to review the work. The back and forth will happen and you can read all of it there. And it does all of that pretty fast. Okay. So the maximum time that I have sat around after giving a long ass prompt is about waiting for about 20 minutes, post which I had my platform ready for whatever I gave in. Now, having said that, Replit also has really good memory, right? So probably you're working about a month with Replit and then you say, we discussed this thing, we wanted this thing, or we executed this thing sometime during this part of the month or whenever. It has the capacity to recall it, okay? And other thing that I would really appreciate with Replit is it is a one-click deploy. It's really a all-in-one suite for creating these applications out there with definitely vibe coding. So you don't have to worry about your, I would say, domains. You don't have to worry about all the technical part behind it. All you have to do is just click on deploy, you get the link for your platform, and voila, you can share it with the world and see the platform come to life, right? Definitely you can integrate your custom domains and all of that, and those starts coming in with the cost. All that is doable, but from the get-go, it's a one-click deploy. So in overall, I would say my experience using Replit has been really good. Now, once we started moving to the paid or the subscription-based version of Replit, that is when the catch came in. Initially, we thought that we are only going to be paying $25 for the compute power and the subscription and for whatever we are trying to build. $25 and we're good. We did read all the terms and conditions and features, but understanding that we got was $25 and we're done. But it wasn't really like that. That is where the next catch comes in, and that is exactly why we switched from Replit to Claude. Okay. Our experience with Claude is something that I will be telling you soon. Now, when you start working with Replit, you realize that bills are going above and beyond the monthly subscription cost. So if we are on $25, the upper cap goes at $50 by default. Up till that point, your agent will work. You will get a notification that you have exhausted your $25 limit and you're being charged more. Post $50, you will be put on a reset and your billing will go on hold and you won't be able to use the agent. Now you have to pay. And trust me, we have been up till $150 or $200 a month. That's the max that we have gone up till. And then we were able to hit the reset for the monthly subscription. Now, when you're building a platform at scale with a lot of features, a lot of back and forth, you would want to have a predictable cost. You cannot be going ahead with a cost which is just coming in and you have got no idea. At the end, you know that this is the bill that's coming around and you have to pay it no matter what. That was something which was not acceptable to us. And the more the execution Replit did, the more the cost was. So with Replit, the thing is, if your agent is executing more, the bigger is the cost, and you can see the cost that it took. I have seen cost go up to $20 for one long prompt being executed. And on another note, every question answer, be it even in the plan mode or in the execution mode, you have to pay with Replit. So that's where the money keeps going in. And lastly, what I would say was, when we decided that we wanted a fixed cost, not a variable cost, and even when we deployed the platform with our custom domain and we were trying it with a few customers here and there, looking at it, we even minimized the compute power so that less of money was spent. Even in that situation, we were ending up exhausting all the amount, or if our platform was not even functioning. For example, there was a month there wherein we were quite occupied, we did not open the platform. I don't think so anyone would have opened the platform, but the bill was still exhausted. So that was the reason that we switched from Replit to Claude, where now we have a fixed cost. We can decide if we want to incur a cost or not. We have a lot of huge scope for n number of iterations and whatnot. This is where we felt that Replit was not able to crack it for us. Hence, we switched from Replit. So that was our experience of using Replit and why we switched from it. And now in the next video, I will be talking about how was the experience of using Claude. And to be honest, those are going to be many videos, because we have worked a lot with Claude. We have learned from it and it has made us a lot better. The platform has become a lot better, and so many more things. So to know what we have been building with Claude, how our experience was, and how it's all going, don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.